Have you ever made a crisscross wreath? Well, that is exactly what we're doing today. Hello, my sweet friends, and welcome to DIY with Nadia. My sidekick today is Simba, and he loves giving high fives to mama. Today we're going to be using 2 colors of Deco mesh, and this is the beautiful centerpiece that we're going to be using. Since someone's getting anxious, let's get started. Let's go over the supplies for this wreath. I'm going to be using 2 different colors of poly burlap mesh. You can use regular Deco mesh too, but just make sure that it's not too thin of a mesh. You're going to need either 5 yards of each color or 10 yards in total. For my ribbon bundles, I'm going to be using some of this ribbon. This is 2.5 inch wired from fall, so it has this kind of sagey green. And then this gorgeous polka dot 1.5 inch wired ribbon. When it comes to pipe cleaners, you're going to need a total of 24. 12 of one color, 12 of another color. It does not matter whether you're going to use 1 roll of Deco mesh or 2 rolls. The way we're going to put it on is just going to be easier if you're using 2 different color pipe cleaners. There's that gorgeous metal sign that we're going to use. It's 8 inches in diameter. By the way, all the supplies and where I purchased them are, as always, in the description box below. To attach the sign, I'm going to use some floral wire, and of course our wreath base is going to be a 14-inch metal wreath form from the DollarTree. I'm also going to be using some zip ties. These are to secure the Deco mesh in place, and I use the 6-inch ones. We're going to start by attaching pipe cleaners to this intersection on rows 1 and 2. And because our sign is on the smaller side, I'm going to face my pipe cleaner towards the inside and twist it on row 1. Go ahead, give it 2 twists and fold it in. Let's do the next one right on the intersection, and we're going to tie it on row 1. 2 twists and fold it in. 6 pipe cleaners on the inner row are done. The next 6 are going to go on row 3 and 4. That's just how I'm going to attach, but I'm going to tie it on row 3. When you use a smaller sign, you kind of have to bring everything in. If you're using a sign that's a little bigger, you can definitely tie towards the outside of the wreath. Going to do that to all 6 sections. Right in the center, row 2 and 3. Going to twist it, but we're going to twist it out, of course. So just like this in the center of each section. All 12 of the white pipe cleaners are on, 6 on the inside, 6 on the outside. When it comes to the next 12, it cannot be any easier. All we're going to do is the opposite of what we already have done. For example, if we have this pipe cleaner right here on this intersection, on rows 1 and 2. Our next one is going to go on row 3 and 4, and we're going to do the exact same thing we did with the white one. We're going to tie it on row 3, 2 twists and out. Then we're going to go to the next one, and since this one is on row 3 and 4, we're going to do it on row 1 and 2. And of course, we're going to tie it on row 1 because that is what we did with these. And basically, I'm just going to go all the way around and repeat the same thing. Do the opposite of every pipe cleaner that's already there. So here I'm going to go on row 3 and 4 and tie it on row 3. All the pipe cleaners are on. We have 12 on the inside and 12 on the outside. I'm going to start with my pink poly burlap mesh. Gather about 2 inches in. Attach it to an inside red pipe cleaner. 2 nice twists. Then I'm going to grab one of my zip ties and zip tie my Deco mesh to the wreath base. I'm zip tying it on row 1. Just make sure that the little nub is at the top so that the nub doesn't scratch the walls where the wreath is going to hang. It's going to get covered eventually. At this point, we're going to be making zigzag gestures, attaching only to the red. So there, it's kind of laid out in a zigzag. So just attaching it to the next, to the next, to the next red. 10-inch little loops. Let's measure 10 inches out and attach it to the next pipe cleaner. A nice tight twist or 2. The next 10 inches, and we're going to go to the next pipe cleaner. The nice thing about the poly burlap is it's a heavier type of mesh, and it's going to cover the wreath base very quickly. Let's do our next one to the next red pipe cleaner, and I'm going to do this all the way around until I get to the point where I started. 2 twists. I am on my last loop. Let's just grab those 10 inches, and then I'm going to cut off tail. Put the tail in, 2 twists, and then let's do the tail from the back. Basically, we started right here. Now we're going to go on the other side, attach the tail here. I usually like to go about 1/2 inch to 1 inch from the connecting pipe cleaner. And let's switch over to the front, because I really do want to make sure that the nub is in the front. There we go. And clip the tail off. As simple as that was, we're going to do the same thing with the white mesh. Let's get our 2 inches for the starting point. Because we zip tied here, I'm going to go on the other side and attach to a white pipe cleaner on this side. So a good twist there. Now I'm grabbing another zip tie, of course, securing the tail to row 1. Cut that off. Now we're just going to go over the pink. Whenever I do a second row, sometimes I like to go up 1 inch because you are kind of going over and over. And if it's a color you want to enhance, which for me it is, because this is going to hang on a black door, so the white is really going to stand out beautifully. And we have 6 yards of the white. We only need the 5 yards, so we do have that extra little inch. I'm going to go ahead and measure off 11 inches and attach it to the next white pipe cleaner. Same thing here. We're going to zigzag our way throughout the wreath. We have 11 inches. Go to the white pipe cleaner on the inner row and attach. When it comes to opening up the loops, you can either do it when you're all done, or you could do it as you're going along. For example, we did that 1 row. Let's just go ahead and open it before we fill the wreath in with the white. I feel like this is more important when you're using regular deco mesh. As you see, this is taking me seconds to do it with this mesh, but deco mesh is a little bit more delicate, and I would definitely do that before you start the second row that I'm starting with the white mesh. Just like that, we're all done within seconds with this one. Alrighty, my friends, let's do another 11 inches, and we're going to go to the next white pipe cleaner. This is going to be a gorgeous wreath. I'm going to continue making my 11-inch loops going all the way around. I am on my last loop. Let's measure our 11 inches. And as you can see, I still have some mesh to spare. Let's cut off the excess tail. And I'm going to go where we started, right on top, but we're going to tuck that tail on the inside. So let's attach the pipe cleaner first. Let's go to the back, grab the tail, and let's zip tie it to row 1. Going to tuck that in, and then I'm going to swing the zip tie to the front so I can lock it in there. Now I'm just going to go around, make sure that everything is nice, and open everything up beautifully. Just making sure all my pink loops are opened up. This is just going to soften this wreath up so much. All right, I'm going to start with the 2.5-inch ribbon, and I'm going to be cutting it into 11-inch strips. We're going to need 12 of these. Zigzag up. If you're using the same ribbon that's from the Dollar Tree, you're going to need 2 rolls because this ribbon is 3 yards each only. On both sides, I'm adding the dovetail, so just fold your ribbon in half. And when you're cutting, make sure you cut this part that folds over. And we're going to cut a little triangle going from inside out. And there we have the dovetails. Next, let's bring out our gorgeous little polka dot. I got 12 pieces of my polka dot ribbon. Let's cut it off. And then we can just fold the ribbon in half, just like we did with the 2.5-inch, and cut a little triangle going from inside out, making sure that we cut that little folded part. Isn't this just the sweetest polka dot? Time to attach our ribbon bundles. I'm going to grab 2 of the green and 2 of the polka dots. And I'm going to attach only to the red pipe cleaners on the inner row. Those are the only ones I'm going to be using for my ribbon bundles. Let's grab those green ones and just crisscross them. And then these guys, crisscross them right over the top. Bring them together and let's attach. I'm going to continue twisting the pipe cleaner about 1 inch up, cut the excess, and then fold it over. If you want, you can definitely do something with the pipe cleaners, maybe curl them or something. I was considering that, but I decided that it just did not go with the picture theme or flow, whatever you want to call that. Moving on to the next one, let's grab it. And I'm basically going to repeat this all the way through. And by the way, I ended up cutting my polka dot ribbon into 11-inch strips. Let's bring it together and attach it to the next one. I'm going to complete my ribbon bundles and I'll be right back. The pipe cleaners are all on. Look how pretty we're looking so far. Now what I'm going to do is go around the wreath, and those remaining pipe cleaners, I'm just going to twist them up, cut about 1 inch, and then just fold and fold it back. Hide that away. Now let's do the red one. All the pipe cleaners are taken care of. Now I'm going to attach the floral wire to the sign and deal with a very needy cat. Alrighty, you guys. I like to cut these at about 12 inches, just like a pipe cleaner. And if you want to use a pipe cleaner, you can definitely do that. I always like to make sure that I do nice tight twists in the back, about 2 to 3. Same thing with this side. I think that's going to look beautiful, but before we add the sign, let's make a little bed for it. As you can see, there's nothing here. We're going to pull some of that deco mesh in just a little bit and pull that ribbon out so that we can lay everything out beautifully. But we do need some of that deco mesh to give us a little bit of a cushion so that the sign doesn't fall through, even though it's going to get attached, but we're just giving it a little bit of help. I think that looks good. Let's lay it out. Now I'm just going to flip and attach. I'm just doing 2 twists to attach. I am personally attaching it to row 2. There's that cushion we're going to put in just a little bit. Just do a twist there and see how we like it. I think that is sitting in the wreath really nicely. All right, now I'm going to secure the pipe cleaner in place. To take care of the back of the wreath, I decided to use a placemat. And with that, I'm going to grab 3 more zip ties. And I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. Both of these cats are all over me here. Alrighty, my friends. I'm going to attach my zip ties in 3 places. So if this is my first one, add 1 more maybe on here and 1 on there. And I don't like to zip tie these too tightly. I am going to cut off the tail and then flip the little nub so it's on the inside. Let's do this next one and the third one. The best part about covering the back of the wreath this way is you can check what's going on in the back. I sometimes grab one of my business cards and just staple it to the back. This is a great way to gift your wreath, and basically you have your signature on here. Since it's going on my front door, I'm not going to be doing that. For the finishing touches, I'm bringing in these vase fillers and I'm going to separate the red ones from the gold ones. I have my vase fillers in here, and the first thing I'm going to do is put one big one right in the center of each ribbon bundle. So I'm picking out the really big ones, add some hot glue, and that goes straight in the center. This is going to be adorable, my friends. Now that the big ones are on, I'm going to go through these and find the really tiny ones, because I want this part to be very elegant, and just attach a red one wherever I can, but just very lightly. And as I said, we're going to go for the tiniest ones I can find and try to fill in between. Do you see the elegance in this? I mean, very elegant, very sweet. Just a little bit of dot here and there. But you know me, I sometimes have a hard time stopping when I say that, so I'm really going to try to be very specific and strategic when it comes to these. Maybe one right there, but just a few here and there. Look at those tiny little vase fillers. They are so adorable, and now I'm so obsessed with this wreath. I think I want to put it in my kitchen. I'm not sure yet. This is such an adorable spring wreath. I hope you enjoyed this wreath tutorial. For more tutorials like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course hit that like button. As for Simba and I, we're going to say thank you so much for being with us, and we will see you in our next video. Bye guys. Say bye. Give me 5. Simba, give me 5. Yeah. Oh my good kitty. Oh, such a good kitty.